right.
Dang, I don't miss that.
Welcome to another
my ears.
Woods Report.
I told her to wear a mask. I don't want
still sick. We haven't been on.
My mom's still sneezing and coughing. And
we've been on vacation. We've been sick.
Don't know what you got,
right? I'm still sick.
Some virus, you think?
Yep. I think it's the next thing that's coming.
I told her it felt strange doing it in different rooms.
Yeah.
I'm thinking when we bring Wendy on, that's probably how she feel. Like she wish she was here with us.
Yeah,
so it's the closest we can do. Putting a mask on.
This is the first time I'm sitting up for to
do the show.
About a week. So
okay. Don't you feel like you could breathe more when you sit up?
Not with this mask on.
Well, oh well.
But no, I wish I was laying down.
Really? Mm-hmm. It's hard to talk laying down.
I'm just saying the way I feel.
Oh, okay. We won't be long then, right? Unless we get to talking about something that gets exciting.
And you so nervous about catching what I got. You got me with this mask on.
You and Mama.
She in there sneezing. So if you hear somebody sneezing in the background, it's our mother.
Or coughing.
Yeah, or coughing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, here we go.
See, don't laugh too hard because you start coughing.
Emerald says, hey, ladies.
Hey, Emerald.
Hey, Emerald.
Okay.
So I think we'll start off talking about the GOP
debate last night.
It's the last one.
It's no more. Did y'all have your popcorn? Because people said it was a show. The View talked about it today. And they did a few clips of it. Everybody trying to be a comedian. And,
everybody, Vivek, he wants to be.
Your friend, Rama Swamp. I'll say Rama Swamp now. Because he's sounding like he's from the swamp, dirty land.
Akuma Matata.
He's trying to carry on the spirit of Trump.
He tried so hard to get a job for Trump.
Yeah. Remember me. When you become president, remember me.
No, dude.
So
Kumakana. He's not gonna get you.
But he was mean to Nikki.
Oh yeah.
Comments he made about even Fred Flintstone, and I don't know. He tries too hard. But if you want to show the clip,
the one thing that he has to understand, or the Republicans need to understand, their best chance, in my opinion, of winning is Nikki Haley. Mm-hmm. With Trump, he may win, but you taking a chance.
We don't know.
He couldn't beat Biden because Biden is weak.
Mm-hmm. Polls are really crazy too, because even though it shows comb over a head, people may change their minds and vote a different way. And if you don't know what they're saying or voting, what's that?
It's just
okay. Do you want to show the video clip of what they said?
Yeah, because some of the stuff they may talk about, I may talk about it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
The Republican candidates faced off in Alabama last night for a debate that aired on News Nation, which was full of mudslinging, and a few moments of civility. Take a look.
Nick, if you can't tell the difference between where Israel is and the U.S. is on a map, I can have my 3-year-old son show you the difference.
This is the fourth debate that you would be voted in the first 20 minutes as the most obnoxious blowhard in America. I've known her for 12 years, which is longer than he's even started to vote in a Republican primary. This is a smart, accomplished woman. You should stop insulting her.
Do everybody a favor.
So hold on. That's the thing that I'm saying about him that irritates me. He's an annoying gnat. He's like a gnat.
No, a gnat is not annoying. A mosquito or a fly.
Yes. He's like
a fly.
I can see him with a fly body with his head, and somebody trying with a fly swatter
to hit him.
Mm-hmm. He's so annoying,
and he knows that. It's like he tries to get up under their skin. I think he's doing it on purpose.
Nikki didn't let him know last night.
It was one she didn't reply.
Yeah, she said, "I'm not even going to."
It's not even worth it.
But he's so annoying. Yeah. Why would she be Why would you insult a woman who was the United Nations, our ambassador, saying she can't even find something on the map that your annoying 3-year-old son can. Mm-hmm. The one we saw on stage that his mom couldn't even make him take a picture because he didn't want to stand in line.
Want to act up. He was acting up. But why would he's trying to do what Comover does. Remember, Comover kept making comments about Hillary, and all the little negative stuff about Obama and stuff. He wants to name call. He wants to throw shade. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to appease Trump's followers.
First of all, I don't like Trump. He's a moron, but he's entertaining. And he's funnier than you are.
Exactly.
He's funnier than you are, Kumasami, on your best day.
Kumasami. Keep going. You okay?
Yeah, I know, huh? All right, let's keep going.
Can't holler then.
I can't holler.
Just walk yourself off that stage, enjoy a nice meal, and get the hell out of this race.
He told him to walk himself off the stage
and get a nice
meal and get the hell out of this race. Mm-hmm. That's a fat shaming. So not only is
that's what Trump does, calls him fat boy or something,
right? Mm-hmm. But Trump would just say, I don't know. There's something about him I just don't like.
He's trying to be like Trump. He's trying to appease the Trump, and people booed him. He got a lot of boos. So I don't know if that was his plan.
No.
To not get that many boos, to get some, tell him, big boy, go eat a sandwich.
Why would you tell him to walk himself off the stage and get a meal?
Because he's trying to be a comedian. That's what Joy was saying. He was trying to be funny. That's not his calling.
And then you're skinny. So for you to tell somebody, that's it. That's why Trump is funny, because he's fat. So when he talks about Chris Christie being fat, it's funny.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like when we joke about being fat.
Yeah.
Get up, fat girl. Go get you a
you know what?
People laugh. Mm-hmm. But if a skinny person says, get up and go get you a pork chop.
Yeah.
That's not funny.
Mean. Yeah. It's more like mean-spirited.
What Trump does is like, you bigger than I am.
Uh-huh. I'm big, but you're bigger. I'm a moron, but you're a bigger moron.
Go get you a full sandwich. Go get you a full meal when you get off stage. With me, I'm just going to get a sandwich.
I'm just getting a sandwich. That's all I need. Yeah.
We both shouldn't be having anything, but that's Trump.
Yep. Keep it going.
All right. Can't stand this weasel.
Her donors, these Wall Street liberal donors, they make money in China. They are not going to let her be tough on China, and she will cave to the donors.
He's mad because those Wall Street donors used to support him, and now they support me.
Nikki is corrupt. This is a woman who will send your kids to die so she can buy a bigger house.
Would you like to respond? No.
This is a woman that would send your kids to die so she can buy a bigger house, when her husband is currently serving.
Thank you.
See what I'm saying? He's stupid too.
He is. I'm tired of the four of them. Really, one of them, they really need to come together and support one. The four of them is just causing trouble.
Well, the four of them is going to make sure that Trump is the nominee.
Yeah,
because they're going to split the vote.
Because they stupid. So
all right. So was that the main thing from this stupid?
That was it. Mm-hmm.
The stupid debate.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Did they cover anything that anybody? Of course, Trump didn't show up. Of course.
Why would he? He's 50 points ahead or whatever.
He's not going to show up. Why would he? Like you said. Mm-hmm. Ron DeSantis, they said he wasn't as stiff as he normally was.
Right, he's trying to loosen up now.
Oh, he is? It's too late now, buddy. It's over. This is the last debate. The fiery exchanges, we said, was Chris Christie. And people was like, they thinking Chris Christie.
Big boy.
Fred Flintstone. Some people think Fred Flintstone is teaming up with Nikki Haley because he's going to back out of the race and he wants his supporters to go to Nikki Haley.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see.
Okay.
No show Trump. Nothing really. They didn't really have a lot of highlights.
Anything different? Yeah, just going after
everybody
each other
was going after Nikki Haley
because they know she's going to be probably the front runner.
Yeah.
Yep. Especially Ramaswamy.
Akuma Matata.
He's trying to really get some points. So if Trump gets in, he'll pull him in too in his administration. He'll put him over something.
which is not going to happen.
Like he did Ben Carson and all the other people.
Oh.
Who will be his cabinet? Seriously.
Kumakama?
Some of those reps that's licking his butt now.
There's people that's licking his butt?
No, Trump.
We don't know.
Who will he pull in as his vice? Who will he pull in as all of those cabinet positions?
Honestly, I don't think he wants a vice president. I think they have to make him get one. He don't want one.
He made the comment about being a dictator for one day.
Yeah.
And you know darn well it won't be no one day with that mentality. That man wants to be a dictator. Like Kim Jong-un, like Russia. Come on now. But people want it. It's going to be like Saul.
Yeah. People want it.
It's kind of prophetic if you think about it, because prophecy is future, where you talk about Antichrist, what is it? The Christ?
Antichrist.
Is it Antichrist?
Yeah.
And the mark of the beast and all of that baby steps to that type of world leadership. Who knows?
But that's what they want. They keep asking for it and they're going to get it. Mm-hmm. Like I said, it's always good when you're the one in power.
Yeah.
But when you're the one that's not in power anymore, you ain't going to like that.
I thought about that in the biblical, in the Bible days with the children of Israel, with the different kings they had. Uh-huh. They had some mean kings over them, ruling over them. Uh-huh. And they had to deal with the mean kings. When they got a good king, they were like, yes, yes. But every king, every leader is going to be different.
That's the problem they got right now in Israel. They
have a bad king.
And you got it. Mm-hmm. But they asked for it. They asked for all the stuff they got. They got it.
Hey. And you got to deal with what you asked for.
So let's see what people saying on here. Darla says, love you ladies and the funny, interesting points of view y'all have. Thanks, Darla. TYT is doing a live special right now on just that. Who Trump would have on his cabinet. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So maybe we'll talk about that another day.
Who's he gonna pull in on his cabinet?
I don't know.
And everybody's
I don't think he wants a vice president.
It doesn't even matter. Everybody's dancing around that group of Senate and representatives that is for him. Yeah. And what's her name that was in Arizona? That was running. Everybody's dancing. Yeah. Look at me.
They want to be on his cabinet.
Hey, Donald. Yeah. I support you. I still believe that they robbed you of that what is it? The election. They want, hey, I'm here. They're dancing around wanting to be a part of his administration.
So we'll see what happens there.
Okay.
Well, that's the Republicans. Like I said, we neither Republican or Democrat. We don't belong to either one.
So we really won't be able to vote in the primary because we're not either party.
Or if I do, it'll be probably Democrat.
We'll see.
Because if it's local stuff, I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. I want to vote for local.
But then some of the people local, I don't want Democrats on.
Yeah.
I know, that's what I said. I don't like that they don't have
I don't like when they need to change how the primaries are structured.
Well, because we're not Republican and Democrat, that's why we can talk about this bonehead.
Okay.
House votes to censor Democratic Rep Jamal Bowman over the fire alarm incident. I don't know if you guys remember, but this was the bonehead congressman when they was doing the vote for, I think it was the first vote.
He was on his way to the voting, right?
For the passed our budget. Mm-hmm. And
they caught him on camera.
They caught him on camera
coming in the
fire alarm.
Pulling down the fire alarm.
He said he thought it was the alarm, the thing to push to open the door. He didn't know. He didn't think that.
You know darn well.
He knew what he was doing. He was trying to prolong the vote because he wasn't able to get there in time.
And you didn't think that was going to catch up with you, my brother?
So they saw this bonehead on camera. And of course, Marjorie Taylor Greene and them wanted him fired and expelled and kicked out of the country, probably, knowing her. Probably in a firing squad, knowing her, because she's so stupid.
Take him down.
But it says here the House voted on Thursday to censor Democratic Rep Jamal Bowman of New York for triggering a fire alarm in a House office building when there was not an emergency.
Thank you.
The censure amounts to a significant rebuke. Remember? Shame! Shame!
What show was that? Game of Thrones?
Shame! 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 So he gets it just like that Rashida chick get it from Palestine.
Wow.
A rebuke of a member of Congress, though he does not carry an explicit penalty beyond a public whatever. Mm-hmm. And it's not a severe expulsion. He's just getting shamed. Shame. Shame.
I guess they get tired of doing that to Santos.
Oh, they got rid of him.
They just say, we're tired of shame. Because it's always shame. We getting you out of here.
It says the GOP led the vote. It passed 214 to 191.
Wow.
So pretty much the Republicans voted to shame him.
Yes.
And the Democrats voted not to. So he gets the shame.
So most of those votes were Republican votes.
Yes.
So no Democratic wanted him out.
Well, I don't know. It's 191, so it got to be some.
Okay.
He needs to be. I would have voted to shame him.
Yeah. I'm sorry. We saw you on camera, what you were doing. And that's unethical. People just don't have integrity anymore, and they represent us.
Shame.
They're out there representing the people, and they have no integrity. Oh,
shame. Shame. And they need to go back to the Game of Thrones where they would throw stuff at you.
Shame.
You walk in the chambers, and he gets shamed as he goes to
throw things at him. Spray him with a water hose.
No, they on Game of Thrones they threw feces and stuff.
That's really shame.
So the older congressmen dig in their diaper, pull out their boo boo, and throw it at them. Shame.
Those who are wearing the pants.
Shame. Now,
McConnell.
He'll end up throwing it at somebody else. McConnell, it'll be in midair. Shame.
You're free.
This McConnell with boo boo in his head.
They'd be like,
"Shame,
Mr. McConnell, what you got? What you getting ready to throw? You have to take it." Oh God, he couldn't even get it. He would freeze, saying shame. Oh my gosh, the older ones.
Then by the time he come back, somebody that not even shame would be walking by and he throw it.
Oh my God!
So they can't do the Game of Thrones shaming.
But that's
all that this means. It's so stupid for them to vote on this.
Yeah,
it means nothing. It just means you're shamed.
There's a lot of people that have done worse than him, though. That's the sad thing about it. Okay,
let's see. Darla says Carrie Lake. That's who you was thinking of.
Yeah, in Arizona. She may be up there with him.
And she's a lunatic. Mm-hmm. So can you imagine her and Trump? Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. They're gonna tell him, he's gonna say, I'm not listening to you guys last time I got Pence and look what happened to me. He needs a yes person because if he loses, he needs to, well, no, you're right, they're not vice president anymore. Mm-hmm. He needs somebody that would be able to be in there. Oh, yeah, second term. If he wins the first term and loses the second term, he needs a yes person that when he wants to overthrow the government,
but they were saying if he even wins, he's going to overturn all of our democracy. He's going to change the rules.
He said on day one, he's closing the border. Mm-hmm. I don't agree with that, but I do agree that something needs to happen to the border.
What are he going to do to close it? You're going to have all the military guys standing there with their arms?
No, you can't have any planes coming in from other places. And then the physical border, yeah. Remember, he wants to shoot people. Was that DeSantis?
That was DeSantis.
He wants the alligators. Which was the one that wanted alligators in the water?
Was it the governor of Texas?
Oh, maybe. It's so many of them. What does Trump want to do?
It's a Republican for sure.
Yeah.
Kill him.
Get him. Shoot him.
Eat him.
He'll at least put him on the bus and send him back probably. Mm-hmm. He'll have a nice little charter bus waiting for him.
But people don't realize when he steps foot in office,
it's over.
Our whole democracy is going to be gone and over and done with.
Somebody said he'll never leave.
I thought
he'll never leave. Like they'll have the election, and if he loses,
and the military can't do nothing because they have to protect them. That's dangerous, you guys, and people don't realize that. I know you don't like.
And he owns the judges.
You don't like our government. You don't like the way we do things. Yes, we're messy. You're right. This and that, but we have a democracy in place, and let's use it. And not do away with it, because if you do away with it, you're gonna become like Russia.
So let's
become like China.
Let's see what happens.
Our freedom of speech.
Yeah.
If you make any comment about your leader,
he gonna get rid of you.
You'll be done.
Yeah. So our stories will be different.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna change all of media. He even wants to take out some of the media.
Yeah. Yeah. He wants to take them out.
Dictator. Do we not realize this?
Yep.
And the sad thing about it is that I'm trying to get in the mindset of the people who are following him. They like that power too.
Well, I think that it's we already said we think that it's a
something spiritually
shield,
blocking them. Okay.
It's a shield. It gotta be because nobody in their right mind. All right. Speaking of nobody in their right mind, shame. Oh,
what P. Diddy
this man was running the new music industry. People were so afraid to speak up. Now that he got a chink in his armor, everybody's coming for it. They like, oh, we could get him while he's down.
Oh no!
That's what 50 Cent said. He said, now that there's blood in the water, he said the sharks are gonna start
50
circling.
Cent knows some stuff.
So now that there's he's wounded, Cassie wounded him.
Oh.
So now he got sharks. Everybody coming after him. Do you know the whole thing with this dude? All right. A lot of people probably don't even know. All right. I'll just briefly tell y'all. So he had a girlfriend named Cassie. Okay. And she was definitely younger than him, much younger than him. Almost 20 years, I think. Like 18. I don't know. It's a long time. Years or younger than him. And he dated her. And he was very abusive. And he forced her to have sex with a lot of men.
Like what 50 Cent said.
Yeah, all of this stuff. He was just a horrible human being, allegedly.
Even how he treated her.
This is what was in her. She did a civil suit against him. Or she filed a civil suit, but he settled it the next. Like I don't even think it was the next day.
Real
it was
quick.
A few hours. But she talked about him. A lot of stuff was moving towards him being bisexual.
Get a cough drop.
Oh, you need one? Oh, see, now you starting to cough.
No, my throat is sore.
Oh, so he was very abusive to her, made her do a lot of things that she didn't want to do, held her career over her because she was signed to his label. So you have a boss and a employee right there with her being younger. So you got that. So she finally got away from him, started dating her personal trainer, and got away from him. Kind of like that scene when Tina Turner ran from when they checked in the hotel.
Knocked him out
because she would try to leave like in the middle of the night, and he would
So he did an R. Kelly kind of thing.
He was. Well, it's funny you should say that. Because everybody keep calling him the name.
You like an R. Kelly.
Surviving.
Would not allow the ladies to leave and held them hostage.
And they do that funny thing. I should show it.
It's a meme.
Remember when, they got a meme of his face blended in with R. Kelly's face. That's funny. And the meme looked better than both of them, if you ask me.
Ooh.
But anyway, they got remember when R. Kelly was on Gail's show and he stood up and started screaming, y'all trying to kill me? That's what he doing now. He coming out saying, y'all trying to tarnish my image. And
did that.
He won't stand for it. So it's the same thing. They making him the new R. Kelly. Okay. Now, I would feel sorry for him if he didn't have a reputation of being a horrible human being. Right? Well, this thing. It probably went off because we talking about Diddy.
Okay.
If he didn't have a reputation of being a horrible human being, right? No, who's come up to talk for him? Nobody. Faith Evans, Little Kim.
Everybody's kind of like quiet.
Why is everybody so quiet if he got friends? Right?
Because it's true.
Right. So all of the stuff that Cassie has said in her suit against him, he denies it. He's saying it's not true, but he just settled. Just because I settled don't mean that I'm saying I'm guilty.
Right, they keep saying that.
But you got 3 other women that have come out and said he did stuff.
Oh, no.
The R word.
Oh, wow.
One girl is 17, so he may be facing criminal charges for that.
Underage. You'll be in cell with R. Kelly. Y'all together.
One of the ladies he was went out on a date with, and she said he slipped her a thing like Bill Cosby, a pill, and took advantage of her. So he's not looking good right now. So he's trying to, and a lot of his people have dropped him. A lot of the advertisers and all of the stuff.
Because he's doing Uber commercials.
Not anymore. You don't see that no Uber no more. Slip some in your food while they delivering it to you.
No way. P. Diddy with them. That was one reason why The company that I worked with, they never really wanted a entertainer, athlete.
Because you don't know what's going to happen.
Because they don't know. They didn't want to risk them, because they know everybody has some a mess or may get messy.
Right.
And they never wanted a spokesperson to represent our brand.
So one of the women who was a friend of Cassie says that one of the things that she said in her allegation about the night of her birthday party, Cassie's birthday party, he came and forced her to leave and go have group sex with a bunch of men, and she didn't want to go, and she didn't want to go. She was afraid of him. So one of Cassie's friends came out and wrote a letter today to Diddy, an open letter, and they printed it, I think, in People magazine or some or Page 6. It's somewhere. Her name is Tiffany Red. And she said, I can confirm what Cassie said. So he didn't have no choice but to settle, because you got people coming out of the woodwork confirming what the girl said. And she didn't even press criminal charges against him.
That's true. She could have.
So this letter comes out, and this the lady is telling him that not only did Cassie fear her life from him, she feared him. He got in her face and yelled and did stuff. You know what I was thinking of watching this again? And I was going to talk about this. Do you notice that in our life, we always heard stories like this in our real life with people? Somebody slapping somebody, somebody trying to sleep with somebody, somebody doing that. We never knew when it was going on. God shielded us from it. You know why I think?
Why?
Because he knew we would have choked the hell out of him or any of those people that did that. When she said he got in her face and yelled at her and threatened her, and she was scared of him, I just thought about myself. I would have been on the news.
I would too. He would have to call security on me to leave.
His bodyguards would have had to beat me up.
Yeah.
They probably would have killed us and thrown us off the river somewhere.
They would have to take our life, because if you just hurt us and injure us,
we still gonna come
back.
So that's why I believe, watching this P. Diddy story and these other stories, I really think God shielded us from stuff like that.
He did.
Even in the entertainment business, because I was in theater major my first year. I changed it. But I remember we went, we traveled with our theater show. And they have parties, after party, and then they have parties. That's what he would have. And I know what a party is.
Like where they really go all out?
Well, let me tell you. So after we had the theater, we was done, with the show, they have a strike party. That's anybody that acted, y'all know that. We strike the set, we're done. So we have an after party, a strike party. We have fun, had cake, everybody laugh. You can have drinks or whatever.
You bring your mama.
Yeah, everybody could come to the strike party.
Okay.
It's fun. It might be dancing and everybody just coming together and having a good time. And we had a great show. Hopefully we'll see you on another set one day. Everybody's great.
Okay.
So that's a party. We had that in the hotel that we were staying in. I'll read it later. We had that in the hotel that we were staying in. So everybody say, all right, good night, everybody. I went to my room. We're done. It's the party. It's like, midnight or whatever? That's a party.
Okay.
All right, so I'm in my room. I'm chilling. I got my gown on. I'm ready to lay down. This is college, remind you. I'm in college. So the other people in college, that means we all under 21.
Oh.
The director is the only guy that's there that's old.
Okay.
Like him. An old man preying on young people. So then I hear all this running in the hallway and stuff. I open my door. I see guys running in the hallway and with their underwear on, and girls with their bra and panties and running in and out of rooms. And I stopped somebody. I said, what's going on? He said, we're having a party. That's a party. That's a party.
Okay.
Anything goes.
Drugs.
It could be anything.
Violate somebody if you want.
Men with men, women with women, men with women.
Free.
The director, who's about 40 years old, probably sleeping with an 18-year-old girl. All of them.
And they probably no cameras.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
We do this.
And I'm looking.
This is a down low.
Yeah. I'm looking.
Tell nobody.
I noticed. I didn't get invited to the party.
Because you're not the party.
I'm not the party.
Okay.
So I think a lot of these people that know him, they don't get invited to the party that you see at his parties. Like TD Jakes. Maybe TD Jakes to get invited to the party. According to Larry Reed, he's saying that there's a possibility he was going to the party. But that's Larry Reed because he mad at him because of the whole Carlton Pearson thing.
Jesus.
But I don't believe he was going to the party.
Why would TD Jakes go to a party?
If he was, then I don't care about that because
Larry Reed, come on with this.
When I stand before God, I'm not standing with TD Jakes.
Just for me and myself and I. Mm-hmm.
So just in case he did go to the party, that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Him and God.
But we know he went to the party because we would see him on video. Mm-hmm. But I went to the party.
Yeah, because it's the major party. It's the breakdown, the end of the show.
I don't have to drink. I have cake or whatever.
My mom's here, my grandmother.
It's a party. Mm-hmm. But that's a party.
Entertainment, we know have those kinds of
I believe God shielded us. Imagine me. I'm in college. I could have been going to the party. My mother wouldn't have known nothing.
Mm-hmm. But you wasn't a party person. Maybe that's true too. That's just not you either way. Because let's just say for sake of argument, you do go to one and you like, I ain't coming to this no more. Let me go. Because you're not a party person, period.
The most I've ever been in a room with two people, they were not having sex, but stimulated, was on a movie set.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them was butt naked. Mm-hmm. He had a thing, some kind of thing on
what
his
they're
thing.
Supposed to wear, right? When they're doing the sex scenes.
But I was sitting there, and they forced me to be in there because I was the only woman on set. And they said, we have to have a woman. We have to have a woman.
Security purposes or whatever.
Now, in the beginning of the movie, or the beginning of the scene, the girl who was the naked, she had a robe on. And she was so, I ain't never walked around naked. By the end of that scene, she was walking around naked. You had to give her a robe. She was so used to being naked.
Girl, put this on.
She was so used to being naked, it didn't even matter no more.
Okay.
But in the beginning, she wasn't used to it. Yeah, okay. Exactly. And it is a camera right there and 4 other men around the bed right there while you're doing this.
I think you and I have that Peter spirit. We will pull the sword out. What you say? Yeah. What you say?
And I was making sure nobody was doing nothing inappropriate.
Why you bullying her? She says she don't want to go out. Leave her alone.
Exactly.
We are those kind of people. We would get beat up, knocked out, or whatever.
The right person when they told me to come in that room and sit down.
Because I don't like when people are being
that she was okay,
taken advantage of.
And I asked her. I said, "Are you okay?" She said, "I'm comfortable." I sat there and I had to sit through that whole stupid love scene. Mm-hmm. And I made sure the guys, nobody was like, it was all professional. Mm-hmm. But I was thinking, I couldn't have been around Diddy. He would have had us killed.
Yeah, he would have taken us out.
Because either I would have killed him or he would have killed me first.
I would have to definitely take it in private and learn to do that. Because I know a lot of times God may say, don't say anything, pray about it, because I got it.
Now this friend walked out of the room and saw him had Cassie pushed up against the wall, was yelling at her in her face and pushing on her, yelling at her, mean to her. Mm-hmm. And she just kind of was nervous and walked away. I would have said something. And she said the bodyguards was just standing around looking.
What they gonna do?
They let him do the stuff he did.
What they gonna do though? They getting paid.
To protect him, not to let him beat up on people.
They don't care. How many bodyguards are privy to criminal acts?
And his bodyguard, Gene, is on everybody's station now talking about all the stuff that went down when he was protecting P. Diddy and everything.
How many bodyguards?
The chickens come home to roost.
And how many of them signed disclaimers? How many of them turned a naked eye and say, I don't see this?
Well, the chickens have come home to roost.
I would watch the police shows and they would show like entertainers with their bodyguards, a gun go off or whatever. The bodyguard would take the heat for it. Yeah. And it may be the entertainer that even pulled the trigger.
Right.
So they pay him well, I guess.
Darla says, and she going to Trump, if he wins, could there be a reverse January 6th? Wouldn't that be funny? I would love it.
You know what? That could happen.
I would love for Biden to say, you stole this election from me.
But are they that...
The Democrats, they're not going to do it.
Are they that crazy?
No. Mm-mm. The Democrats won't do it.
No.
Lila says, good evening. Tell it like it is, women. Glad you, Kim, are doing better today. Thank you, Lila. Mm-hmm. And Christopher is clapping.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna follow this story on Diddy. Every week something is coming out.
Before we move on, though, the one thing that I don't understand if Diddy, like R. Kelly, because R. Kelly has a spiritual foundation. These two men know who God is. They know who Jesus is and what Jesus did for all of us on Calvary. Don't get amnesia and thinking, well, now that you are becoming a more holy person, look what happened to Paul.
You got to read.
Paul had a Damascus Road experience. Woo, hallelujah, right. Jesus. Paul sat in jail most of his time, wrote letters to the churches and encouraging people. But don't be trying to go, oh, why y'all coming at me? Why you coming at me? Why y'all coming?
And then denying it. So that means that you haven't had a Damascus experience.
No, you need one. And understand every seed you have sown, good or bad, is coming back to you.
So,
okay.
We'll follow that story and see what happens with him.
All right.
But that's the latest. She wrote a letter. Well,
you said this yesterday. You mentioned him briefly.
Norman Lear is dead.
I had to have her talk about him again because I watched this man's shows.
Norman Lear is 101 years old.
And he lived a good life, you guys. 101. That's a blessing.
Lear created or developed some of the most famous comedies in television history, including Sanford and Son, Maude, Good Times, The Jeffersons, One Day at a Time. They didn't mention All in the Family. All in the Family.
That's his biggest one.
Norman Lear, the influential television, dominated the American primetime comedy lineup in 1970s and smashed barriers. Now, you talked about, for Good Times, the Black Panthers.
The Black Panthers came at him. And apparently the news was reporting when they was talking to him, they came at you, Norman, and they was a little concerned because they didn't like the storyline of the Good Times.
They didn't like how he was
James being represented as a man and struggling with 2-3 jobs and always getting fired and just the whole thing. And the news person asked him, he said, did that not concern you? Did you want to make a change? And Norman was like, no. He said, what it did do was I started the Jeffersons, because I want now showing influential Black family doing very well, moving on up. So he didn't change the plot of the storyline of Good Times because of the threats from the Black Panthers. But he did think in his mind, let me be creative and just create another show.
Right.
That was one of the things I liked about Norman Lear. Yeah, people may, back then, we're laughing at some of the lines that All in the Family would say
now,
that would hurt people.
Now be politically correct now.
That's mean.
It says here, he took on taboo things such as racism, sexism, the women's liberation movement, anti-Semitism, abortion, homophobia, the Vietnam War, conflict in class, a lot of stuff he did. It says his most lasting creation might be Archie Bunker. Anti-hero at the center of All in the Family. Bunker played by Carol O'Connor, and I think that helped too, because Carol O'Connor did a great job of playing him.
Yeah.
He was cankerous yet tender family patriot who endured himself to millions of viewers despite his regressive views. I like that because I feel like people think that humans are one-dimensional.
Right.
We are not one-dimensional. We are more. We can have more than one view. We can even have opposing views.
Yeah.
And still have a view, which is weird.
Yeah.
But that's human. So I love how he made his characters human.
Yeah.
Archie Bunker was flawed.
Yeah.
He was prejudiced, but he was enduring. You knew that his prejudice came out of ignorance.
Yeah.
It didn't come out of, I want to hurt these people.
Exactly.
It came out of, he really, truly was ignorant. Yeah. And George Jefferson was the same exact way.
There was no difference because they were two different ethnicities.
Exactly. Some people would get offended by the Jeffersons because George was very mean to the black and white couple.
Yes, he was. Biracial, interracial couple. Oh my God, the zebra. He called them the zebra couple. People wouldn't take the. And then even on the Good Times episodes, there were a few episodes where James used the N-word.
Right. And then I think it also is, we looked at the time when the person was born. Even now we do that. There's things that I allow somebody older to get away with that somebody younger I don't allow to get away with.
Right.
Or there's things that somebody, you're a white person, you might be from a small town, no black people. I might allow you a little bit more leeway than somebody, a white person in Chicago.
Thank you. That's true. Yeah, age kind of plays it off.
Age, race, where you live, all of that, how you grew up, all of that.
And you tend to give more grace for that. Because I know when we were on our cruise, there were a lot of Asian.
90% of the boat was Asian.
But we have to understand, people are still putting Asians all in one group.
And they not.
All Chinese.
Because they was even looking at each other different.
Yes.
Like they was even looking, you can see the classism and
the levels,
that
everything.
Race, China versus Japan, Japanese, Chinese, Vietnamese, Koreans.
Yes.
You can tell how they would even treat each other and how they would even talk to each other. Or look, I look at the person, they be looking, and I can say, oh, okay, they do how we do.
They stare. And they're different ethnicity, even though they're all Asian. And then it was one thing I forgot I was going to say.
What?
As far as, I lost my train of thought. Never mind.
With the Asian people?
No, it was something else I was going to say about that whole thing. Oh, like my sister said, one of the ladies here that was on our welcome committee, she was in her 80s.
Oriental.
We talking now.
You know
22 years old and you saying Oriental to an Asian person? Shame on you. Kind of like, and I do get it because we try to be so politically correct. I get it because there's churches that get upset about, we got to be politically correct. No, I'm going to call it out what it is. That's a sin. No, that's wrong to say that.
Again.
No, come on, you guys.
What's your motive?
Wisdom. Yes.
And again, where does it come from? A place of, that's what I said with Archie Bunker.
Yeah.
If it comes from a place of harm, or you trying to lower some, I don't know, whatever it is, if it's a mean spirit place, I don't care if you're in church. It's wrong.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying about people in church, talking about people being gay or Beyonce this and that. What's your motive?
Yeah. Why you need to say it? What's the purpose
What's
of
the
that?
motive? She going to miraculously watch and say, I'm going to...
You're right, I am that. I'm going to change.
Or because you saying somebody gay or whatever going to hell, are they supposed to watch you and somehow miraculously come to God because the way you say
because of the love. The love that you're showing.
So that's what I said. What's your intent?
Yeah.
What's your motive?
Thank you.
Why are you saying this?
Oh, God. Is it coming from a place where, even as a believer, to much is given, much is required as a believer?
You can say broad statements without zeroing in on somebody.
Thank you.
You can say, there's so much witchcraft and all kind of stuff going on in Hollywood.
Yes.
Just make sure you stay prayed up.
Thank you.
I'm not
pointing out names. Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying.
There you go. Okay.
But knowing me, I'm going to call it out all the time. That's why I said we couldn't have been back in the days of
we don't
PDiddy.
I can't see abuse.
He would have killed us.
Oh.
Because I'll call you out. I don't care who you are.
I cringe when I hear women tell their stories or men tell their stories where they were abused. I cringe. I cried through Schindler's List.
Yeah.
I don't like Misery. The movie Misery, she's such a good actress.
Right.
I don't like when people are being mistreated or hurt or abused. That's why I don't like hearing about the news with Hamas and what they're doing to the women there. You just start doing this and you're like,
Or I don't like Israel bombing.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. But you're right. God shielded us from a lot of mess.
Shielded us from a lot of stuff.
Okay.
All right. So that's it. Norman Lear.
I had to talk about Norman Lear because I'm still watching Good Times to this day.
You watch all of that.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Norman Lear.
He lived a good life.
101. He looked good though. That's what he looked like towards the end.
Okay.
I don't know if it's real or not.
I think they celebrated, thinking of 100, I want to say Felicia Rashad and Debbie Allen, their mom is 100 something.
Okay.
They celebrate her birthday or something recently. And she's older like that.
Good.
Look good, too.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so that's Norman Lear. Justice Falls say, hey, everybody. Glad to see that you're feeling better.
A little.
Thanks, Justice. You know what, Justice? You Justice told me, the one that said about the clove tea.
Oh.
But she didn't say how much. How much clove? I've got the cloves. I got the lemon juice. I got the cinnamon stick.
Did you not think you did enough of it?
I did the 1 tablespoon of clove per cup of water. I don't know how much lemon juice and how much, or I'm sure one cinnamon stick. But can you give a little bit more information, Justice, on how much cloves, how much lemon juice, and
like
cinnamon
the measurements?
stick? Yeah, for
each item.
For each cup.
Okay.
For each cup.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I tried it. I think I'm going to try it. If you do it, I'm going to put a cinnamon stick in there.
Okay.
I'll do it without the cinnamon stick.
All right.
Okay.
All right. But thanks, Justice, for that. But just give us more information. All right. Everybody knows. Well, not everybody, I guess.
We heard of Howard Stern. That's one of your dudes.
That I love Howard Stern.
He tells it like it is.
Let me tell you why I like Howard Stern. I don't like nasty Howard Stern.
I know. I don't either.
I don't either. I ignore that Howard Stern.
Yeah, get a little vulgar.
But Howard, I like Howard because Howard's not an a-hole when he gets off of the camp. He's not an a-hole in real life.
Okay.
Family man.
He was friends with Comover, wasn't he?
Well, Comover knew. Yeah, they were
kind of buddies.
Well, that's why he says Comover is lying about who he is. But his best friend, Ralph, if any of you are a part of the Stern Network, you know Ralph. He died. And so Howard, it was very sad. And Howard opened up his show and talked about it.
I'll tell you why, and many of you might know this. Be prepared to have your head brought down by me today. Because I don't even know where to begin with this horrible story and how sad I am. But my dear, dear friend, Ralph, of course, who calls into the show all the time, and Ralph, who has been at my side for so many years, has died. And I tell you, it's going to be difficult for me to get through this eulogy, this obituary, if you will. But I just have been so sad and so angry. And I think this is the toughest part of loving someone when you lose them. And Lord knows I loved Ralph. And the reason, over the years, so many of you who listen to the show, and I know this is a shock to many fans out there who either follow Ralph on Instagram or, have just listened to the show, and Ralph's been part of the show, and Ralph, some people hated him, some people loved him, and that's what makes good radio. That's why I always loved when Ralph would call in. But aside from on the air, I've been friends with Ralph. I'm bad with math, and I'm bad with years and remembering, but I know when Ralph graduated high school, I was on the radio at WNBC. So I've probably been friends with Ralph for maybe 40 years, something like that, or 35 years, some ridiculous number like that. And
he was 58. So
I was 40.
I still am. I'm experiencing great sadness and great anger because Ralph, his kryptonite was he didn't take care of himself. And a lot of that pressure fell on me. A couple of years ago, I had begged Ralph. I said, Ralph, you have to have health insurance. And he was playing a game of Russian roulette. He was not getting himself his health insurance. And I did everything I could to convince him, including, well, I won't go into it, but Ralph did eventually get health insurance.
So he ended up dying. He never told why he died or how he died, I mean. I'm thinking he said it was something that could have been prevented if he had gone to the doctor. So I say all of this to say, number one, I wanted to let everybody know that if you are a Howard Stern fan, that Ralph had passed away, in case you didn't know already. Mm-hmm. But number two, you really should go to the doctor.
Some people don't. They're scared.
Because if it's something that can be preventable, imagine dying from something that could have been preventable if you would have gone to the doctor. Now, this is what I tell my mother all the time, and she keeps getting this confused. Just because you go to the doctor, it doesn't mean you have to listen to what he says.
Right. He's giving a suggestion on his medical professional opinion.
Or her medical
professional opinion on what he sees or she sees.
Yeah.
And then you make the decision.
And isn't it nice while you're praying to know exactly what you're praying for? Mm-hmm. You go to the doctor and they say you have cancer. It's up to you whether you want to go through the whole treatment and stuff. But at least if you're praying for healing, you can say, Lord, heal me from lung cancer.
Right.
Heal me from colon cancer, breast cancer. I don't understand for the life of me why Christians don't go to the doctor.
Some of them don't have insurance. So it's a lot
I'm saying
money.
If you have insurance.
Let's say you have insurance. We've known some people, I know one
Even
person.
without insurance, you can still go to the doctor.
You can go to the clinic. I know one person that found out that they had cancer and they refused treatment.
Exactly.
And that was their choice. I think, what's her name's husband from Atlanta Housewives?
In the beginning, he did.
In the beginning, he did the
he wanted to do a holistic way. And then it got worse. And then he had to do the traditional.
Yes. So you have a choice with how you want to. My doctor today, she said I needed certain shots. And I said,
oh, that's right. You did go to the doctor.
I went to the doctor today. Am I doing my annual?
Oh, she wanted to give vaccine shots.
No, it wasn't a vaccine. It was some other shots. For some reason, I have to really take that slow.
Okay.
But other shots, and I said, do I have to, doctor? She said, no. She said, think about it. She said, you don't have to do it. If it's up to you.
Trying to do her voice.
I like her voice. She said, it's up to you. So she said, it's my choice.
Exactly.
She said what she felt I needed. And I said, okay, I'll think about it.
That's
of course,
why,
I went home and went.
And that's why I think if you have any ailment or whatever, just go to the doctor.
This man is making money, though, on this show with Howard.
Ralph could go. Yeah.
There's no reason why any entertainer, any athlete that's making big bucks, athletes have to because they have to stay healthy for their sport. But even after you retire, you have money. I'm sure you have insurance. There's no reason.
Like my mom right now. Mm-hmm. Oh, I got this thing growing right here on the side.
It's going
I'm praying
down,
over it. It's going down.
And that's her right to pray.
That's fine.
That's her right to pray over that.
But it's nothing wrong with getting the x-ray to see what it is.
It's her right to say no.
Right. No, I'm saying go to the doctor.
You can't make people go to the doctor. Yeah. I know one person that I do listen to ministry-wise. You guys may have heard of him, Andrew Womack. He doesn't do doctors.
Right.
And I remember him sharing when he came to one of the ministries, we were there, and my mom and I was sitting in the audience, and he was sharing his testimony. He had a real bad flu. It was something that made him where he had to crawl around the house. And he was praying through it. And I was like, okay, that's your faith. That's good. And that until it broke, whatever it was, and it broke, he claimed the healing of God. That's what he kept saying. By your stripes, I'm healed. And whatever scriptures he quoted, healing scriptures. And I get it. That's his faith journey. Right. That's his faith walk. And I didn't want to criticize him, and he shouldn't criticize anyone else who does go to a doctor.
But sometimes, in my opinion, your faith is good or whatever. But sometimes I feel you need to go for other people. Because that's not fair to the people that's in your family. If your child was sick and you wanted to take your child to the doctor, what if the child said, no, I don't want to go to the doctor? You'll say, no, you're going to the doctor because you're my child. You're under my care. So you're going to go to the doctor, whether the child wants to go or not. And you can sometimes have faith for yourself, but other people may not be like, I just still want to know.
Yeah.
So even like now with mama coughing, if she keep coughing every day, she going. Because the last...
Yeah. And brought it
and
home
it got
to everybody.
worse, and their lungs swollen up. She had to go on it. So, we're not doing that. You can have faith. God bless you. Look at her. She said she ain't coughing that much now.
That was an episode with Law and Order that I watched where the family did not believe in doctors.
Right.
That was their religion.
Oh, that's true.
And the daughter, she wanted to go because she saw her friends went, and she wasn't feeling well.
Did she die?
Yeah, she ended up dying. She had a very, very heavy fever.
Yeah.
And the police, some neighbor called the cops on this family. They came to the door. Man, we just need to see your daughter. Man, we've been told, we've been called. They went to see her. She was hot and really sweaty. Yep. And they had to take her to the hospital. She unfortunately passed away.
The last time.
The family was held accountable for her death.
The last time my mom didn't want to go, remember she was leaning and, I believe
falling
God
over.
God gonna heal. And my friend, he was here. He said, you Miss Woods, you really should go. And she didn't want to listen to nobody. I told her I was going to call the police on her and had her take
She got scared.
So she had no choice but to go. Finds out, didn't you, Ma? Found out she had to have a blood transfusion.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So just, if you don't want to go for you, go for the people in your family that's concerned about you.
Mm-hmm. But then you got to understand, some families are even together on,
that's true.
If you don't want to go, we'll all believe God for your total healing.
That's true.
So.
All right, here. Daddy said, I don't want to catch pneumonia and I don't want to catch COVID.
Yes.
The two things that he caught.
In the hospital. Who catches COVID in the hospital?
Thank you.
My goodness.
He kept saying he
didn't want to.
So we should have listened to him.
Oh, Lord.
But it just depends.
Okay.
All right.
She's giving you the
I'm looking at it now.
Mm-hmm.
Darla says, Kathy Bates, you was thinking of a woman in the show.
Kathy Bates.
Emerald says, it's sad when our icons and personalities that have been a part of our lives passes away. And Justice, she must be talking about Norman Lear. And Justice Frost says, a half a tablespoon of cloves. Boil it, okay? After about 5 minutes, add cinnamon stick.
How much water, though?
Is it 1 cup? It's probably 1 cup, right?
Is it 2 cups of water? 1 cup of water?
You can eat a slice of lemon or add the juice of half a lemon. Okay. It's just, what does that say? Important to add, some vitamin C. So it's more important to have the vitamin C.
How much water, Justice?
So how much, are you saying a half a tablespoon per cup of water?
Per cup.
So that's what we asked.
Okay.
All right.
So that's Howard. So he would really be sad if what's her name passes.
Who?
Howard. What's her name?
Oh, Robin.
Yeah, Robin.
Yeah, it's over.
They've been together since the beginning, right?
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
All right, Taylor Swift.
They talked about her on The View today.
Is named Forbes' 5th most powerful woman in the world.
I believe it. This woman has made some
the world.
Very influential.
So whether you like her or Rihanna, Beyonce or Rihanna or whoever, you gotta give Taylor Swift her props. Looking at money wise and influence,
she's made the stocks even go up in some areas. Yeah.
I told you, in cities where she comes, they close down the city in order to get traffic to go in and out of the arena she's playing at.
Joy, it was so funny on The View, and I'm torn between what Joy was saying, and I kind of know what she's saying now as far as the entertainers, as big as Taylor and other names. She used Bruce Springsteen, who does speak up for a certain thing. There's entertainers who use their platform as entertainers also to make political points as well.
Right.
And other points like the weather, the climate change, or LGBTQ, or other things. They use their platform to speak to that. Maybe they have friends, family, whatever. She's saying she wants to see more of that when it comes to politics. And I kind of see where she's going with that.
No, because they fans are on both sides.
I know. That's why Whoopi made it clear that everybody is not like that. Everybody's not a Bruce Springsteen, because you think, tell your followers to go and not vote for Trump. Tell your followers to not vote for Biden. And they'll all go, okay.
What if you don't like either party, like us?
I know.
So I wouldn't get involved.
But she was just, I see where she's going with it. And that's why I said I have mixed views on that. But this shows you how powerful her influence is. Remember when Oprah Winfrey's show made a comment about beef? And she had to take it back.
Oh, yeah, that was a long time ago.
The women, the wives. There was another comment, too, that the wives were like, I don't care what you say, honey. I'm listening to what Oprah says.
They were going to protest Oprah, and the wives said no.
Yes, the wife said no. A lot of entertainers don't realize the platform they stand on, and Taylor Swift has a big following.
Right. Well, it says Taylor Swift is the world's 5th most powerful woman. outpacing Beyonce and Rihanna on Forbes' annual ranking, making her the highest ever position to date on the 2023 list. The anti-hero singer is the top-ranking musician on the tally. Overall, she's only bested by European President Ursula. I think that's the German one, ain't it? The European Central Bank President, and Kamala Harris, the Vice President of the United States. Oh, and number 4, the Italian Prime Minister. After them, Taylor Swift.
It should be Jesus.
Well, this is women.
I know. I'm just saying.
The Republican noted Swift's recently acquired billionaire status, estimating her current worth at $1.1 billion, with $500 million from royalties and touring, $500 million from her music catalog, and $125 million in real estate.
Yep.
Beyonce, you know what number Beyonce is? You already looking at it.
I can't see.
What number you think Beyonce is?
What is her number again?
Number 5.
Oh, I don't know.
Just guess.
Is it above 10, right?
Just guess.
6?
No. Beyonce is number 36.
And she's number 5.
Number 5. Of the most powerful women, jumping 44 spots from last year's ranking of number 80. So
I still think like I said, I'm torn between what Joy is saying. You don't have to say vote for a certain person.
Right.
You can just say vote.
Right.
Because
that's it.
Sarah was saying on The View, a lot of young people are not voting, and they're making it known that they're not. A lot of people who are independent, they don't care. If we have people like Beyonce, Lizzo, Bruce Springsteen, Taylor, get out there until there people say, all of you guys, you love me?
Yeah.
Vote.
Yeah.
You don't have to say vote for who. Vote.
Yeah.
And that's all they need to do.
But I think, didn't she take a position? If y'all are Swiftie out there,
I don't know.
I think Taylor Swift actually took a position.
Taylor is at a level now. If she made a comment about comb over, comb over's followers couldn't say one word. That's how much power she has. And people are waiting to see that power in movement. Yeah.
It says Taylor Swift reminds fans to vote
on election day. But think about this. This is scary. This will show you how much power you have in being
35,000 new votes came in right after she posted
influential. If for whatever reason Donald Trump knows not to even mess with somebody like her. Donald Trump, if you make any negative comment about Taylor Swift, it's on and popping, dude. You're done. And they know that. They know where not to say things about each other because of the clout that she has.
Yep.
That's scary, though.
Yep.
It's almost like Gladiator. Win the crowd, win your freedom.
All right.
Go ahead.
Justice says about 2 cups of water.
Okay.
Darla says, Swiftie, stand back and stand by. She's so funny. Darla says she gets out the vote. She does. You just showed that. Justice Frost says, if you find it bitter, you can add some honey, but I like the taste and smell of cloves. They have healing properties that have been used for centuries around the world.
I believe that if it's a natural herb. Because people, that's all they did before we had all this medicine crap. And medicines have side effects.
Yep. So we wanted to just point that out. Taylor Swift, y'all.
I'm proud of her. She's a young girl.
I don't hate Taylor Swift. I tell people that.
I'm like, use your clout. The thing that I like about her is she's positive. There's nothing scanty about her or vulgar or whatever. She's a cool girl having fun.
Yeah, just let her.
Talented, having fun, doing things for people that she can do for. The truckers that she gave money to. And I'm always going to be on top of any entertainer that's like, even when you talk about the rap artist that are doing things and building schools in their communities. I love that kind of news.
Yeah.
Use your fame and your opportunity, the season in your life, use it for good.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So that's Taylor Swift. Congratulations, Taylor, on your
and
thing.
she's still dating homeboy too.
Now every day we always try to show something funny. Did you watch this?
No, I watched part of it. It is. It's different churches.
Well, he's saying on my way to church.
On my way to church. Oh Lord! You did it. Oh, you can't do the music.
Let's see.
What is he doing? Beating the demon out of him? What is he beating him? Oh,
1, 2.
And he slaps him.
Hapa ni kwa komanda. Wachana naye. Wachana naye. Go down.
Oh.
But although we're going to experience a time.
Oh, I've seen that happen. It's the wind, though.
What?
So I thought that was funny.
I've been in those services. Everybody. Like dominoes.
But I thought that was funny.
That's cute, though. What is that, though? I don't understand. What is he doing? Is he Superman? A Michael Jackson movie. Okay. That I don't understand. Prophet Kintu. Yeah.
And they walking away like this.
Was he trying to beat the demon out of him or what? I don't get it. I wish you would hit me in church.
Again, God always shields us from stuff
we
like
never
that.
got physical with somebody. And oh my God, we be fighting at the altar. I tell you, we like Peter. Cut that ear off.
All right.
Okay.
Now, every day you always want to know who Charlemagne the God's donkey of the day is.
Yeah.
So we've had 2 weeks of donkeys of the day.
Yeah,
So
I've been missing
I just pulled the one from today, I believe.
It's sad that we always in this world gonna have a donkey.
Donkey of the day. So today's donkey of the day goes to Washington State candidate Damian Green, who didn't feel comfortable voting for himself. So he lost by 1 vote.
He could have voted for himself. You are truly a donkey. You always vote for yourself.
Let me tell
you always vote for yourself.
I'm gonna give you an example. At my job, we had Employee of the Year, right?
Yeah.
And they would send around the thing, and you would vote on who you thought should be Employee of the Year.
Okay.
And I voted for myself.
Yeah.
Do you know that this person, and I'm not even gonna say no names, it's a hater who you know who it is. At this particular time, she was over counting the votes. And she disqualified my vote because I voted for myself. And she not only disqualified my vote, but another guy won with me. We had to share Employee of the Year. Had she counted my vote, I wouldn't have had to share that.
But what's the rule that you can't vote for yourself?
Hold on. So then she had the nerve to send an email out saying, it's not good to vote for yourself. So then our boss, the person who's over everybody, came back and said, why would you not vote for yourself?
Yeah.
Why would anybody not vote for themselves? You'll be a fool to not vote for yourself.
Why? Because you're in the running.
That was a hater.
Wow.
That was a hater. And I thought to myself, why would I not vote for myself?
It's like when Obama went into the booth, Obama chose Obama, right?
Yeah. But she felt the need to send out an email to everybody in the email.
To even go further.
To tell people it's not right to vote for yourself.
Where'd she get that from?
Because I voted for myself.
And she would have voted for herself had she been running.
And the guy who won with me voted for himself.
Why she didn't catch that when she was doing the votes? You said she was tallying the votes. Did she not see John Doe's name voting for John Doe? That was a hater.
That's a hater.
But you didn't.
They showed me more than once that they're haters, and you know who I'm talking about.
Wow. Okay.
But they don't know that I'm God's child.
Yeah, favor,
and that's horrible because you planted bad seeds.
Yeah.
To somebody who has the favor of God.
Yeah, I feel sorry for.
So if you haven't reaped it yet, you gonna reap it.
That's a favor of God. I don't go against the people that got favor with God. It's just gonna mess it up for yourself. Oh Lord! But get with the favor. Let the blessings overflow.
So when I saw this dunk the other day, I thought he trying to be cordial or whatever,
and not vote for himself,
and didn't feel comfortable voting for himself.
Where does he? You did. You are donkey. A hee-haw. Donkey.
So he gets the dunk.
He would have won. He lost by 1 vote.
But who tells people not to vote for themselves?
Oh my God. Okay. What did Justice for All say?
A local candidate here lost by 1 vote because he didn't vote for himself.
Do we not understand that mentality? When you're running for an office or whatever position, if you're the first vote,
believe in yourself, then you'll know
the time will come.
I'm singing with this stupid mask on me. Believe
that you can float on air or something.
Believe you can make time stand still. I wish I could sing.
Oh my God.
If you believe,
you've got to believe in yourself. Hey,
ooh, yeah.
Right from the start. Believe in your yeah.
Keep going.
Believe in yourself because I told you to.
Believe in yourself. Diana Ross's part. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself as I believe in you.
Oh, I like when Lena Horne was like, hey, you got to believe. Woo, yeah. That's the excitement I've ever seen her in the Wiz. But yeah, that's
you got to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will.
And that's why you lost. That's why you lost. You didn't believe in yourself to even vote for yourself.
So why should I vote for you?
And yourself did not win. Oh, well.
All right. So he gets donkey of
the day.
All right.
My God.
All right, that's it. We made it through a show.
Okay.
As soon as I turn this off,
I'm going to go lay down.
I'm going to fall in the bed.
I'm going to crash. I'm going to keep my mask.
I'm going to take this mask off.
We make my mom wear her mask when she's in the kitchen because she coughs a lot.
I'm going to take this mask off.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to lay my head down.
Okay.
Can you want to make this clover tea for it's right here. She's telling you how to make it so I could drink it later. You don't want to do it. 2 cups of water, a tablespoon of cloves. Just put it in the pan and let it boil.
Tablespoon.
Yeah, she said a half a tablespoon.
Half a tablespoon.
And she said let it boil. Okay?
Tablespoon. Not teaspoon.
Tablespoon.
Okay.
And let it boil. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Then let it sit. Remember I said you got to let it sit for a while?
Mm-hmm.
For about 5 minutes.
And then she said 2 cups of water.
No. Add the cinnamon stick.
No, I'm saying 2 cups of water is boiled.
Yeah, 2 cups of water. You got it?
Uh-huh.
And then she says you can use lemon, add a half a lemon. So I would say a tablespoon of lemon juice. Okay.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So we're going to try this again, the clove, Justice. We're going to try this clove tea. And you taking some too, or you going to do it for me?
I'll do it for you.
All right. And then I'll let you know how it goes tomorrow.
Okay.
But right now, you got to believe in yourself.
Let me hurry and pray.
Don't forget to pray. Go ahead.
Okay, Father God.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, go ahead.
Father God, we thank you. We give you all the glory, oh God, for another opportunity, oh God, to continue our show and to be a blessing to those who do tune in. We pray that seeds were planted, oh God, and that we enlightened somebody. We made them laugh. We made them just forget about the cares and craziness of the world for just this one moment. But we just give you glory and honor for this opportunity, oh God, to share our opinions, our feelings, oh God, that people don't take it really serious, oh God, but just laugh and just, allow your presence to move in their lives during this holiday season, oh God. We pray for each and every person that we did talk about. We pray for P. Diddy. We pray, oh God, a spirit of adoption over him. And if he is reaching out for help, oh God, we pray that you touch his heart, oh God, and that he has a hunger and a thirst for you, to want to be right, to want to walk in your perfect will for his life, oh God, and just to take ownership of anything that he has done, that he doesn't do it again, and that he learns from it, and that people will see him grow through that, and they would know that it's you blessing him and strengthening him through this. And we give you glory and honor for all the other people that we've talked about, Howard Stern, and we pray for even comforting him in the whole show, even learning from that situation that his coworker, that people will take serious heart to having themselves looked at by physicians and just getting an opinion. You don't have to do it, but just listen to them and let them know what's going on. They'll let you know what's going on inside of you. And if you're a person of faith, you know to specifically pray for that. And we just thank you, oh God, for what we're hoping that you're going to do, oh God, even our upcoming seasons with the voting, and that people will just do their diligence and go and vote and not take, everything for granted and just don't care and have a don't care attitude. And I think, who else did we talk about? I can't think of. And Taylor Swift. We thank you that she continues to walk in, in the direction. In the candidates, walk in the direction that she's been walking in, oh God, and the influence that she has, that it's used for good in the name of Jesus. And I pray total healing over my family and anyone else that may be sick or unspoken requests. We pray healing to everyone's homes, and we just continue to lift you up, oh God, and you be glorified in our show. In Jesus' name.
All right. Okay. Don't forget to get our book, 101 Family-Friendly Jokes. Mm-hmm. The link is in the description, Amazon. And the book is on Amazon. Mm-hmm. Darla's praying. Okay. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I got the Lysol here. Always believe.
Spraying my computer.
I'm spraying everything.
Okay.
And that was another Woods Report. See y'all later.